What is up, everybody? So I asked this question in a reel yesterday that I posted, but it only gives you 60 seconds there, and I want to go into it a little bit more. So do you think that if the Manitowoc officers were not involved in the investigation, in the search, or anything, we would still be talking about Stephen Avery or Brendan Dassey today? There wouldn't have been a real reason probably to making a murderer or have this rebuttal series convicting a murderer, and I'll explain why, and then I want you to tell me if I'm wrong, and I want you to tell me what your thoughts are as well. We wouldn't be talking about Stephen Avery because there wouldn't have been this big alleged elaborate cover-up. If the Manitowoc officers weren't involved, now remember, they're the ones that found the majority of the evidence, especially the majority of the evidence that people suspect was planted. And if they weren't involved, and that's basically what making a murderer and convicting a murderer is about. It's about, did the officers frame Stephen Avery, or did somebody set up Stephen Avery? And the majority of the people out there think that the officers had a big hand in framing Stephen Avery. So if they weren't involved, there wouldn't be really anything to discuss. There would be no one talking about the alleged planted key or the alleged planted blood or anything like that. And what do you think would have happened if the Manitowoc County people weren't involved in the investigation and the searching? Do you think that Stephen Avery just wouldn't have been suspected of committing this crime? They would have moved on to somebody else. They would have looked at whoever you think is the alleged killer. Or do you think Stephen Avery still would have been a suspect? There's a lot of what ifs out there. I love thinking about different theories and alternate theories. I love asking questions to find out what other people think. To me, it's a very interesting thing to think about. What if, in an alternate universe, this didn't happen? The cops weren't involved. The Manitowoc County Police weren't involved. Let me know what you think. What do you think? What if the Manitowoc officers, investigators were not involved in this case? Let me know.